Anyway, today is the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. 10 years ago today, Stardew Valley came out. It's been a crazy ride, and we have some updates coming from ConcernedApe today. So we are going to take a look at, here in a few minutes, ConcernedApe has a video that's going up on YouTube that we are going to live react to and all watch together. So we're going to see what happens. Apparently, there's going to be new updates about the Stardew Valley 1.7 update. And we're going to find out who the 2 new marriage candidates are and hopefully some other things. ConcernedApe has already said that there are going to be some updates to the kids in the game. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of the same things, new dialogue. There will be a new map type or a new farm type. I'm sure there will be new dialogue. A lot of surprises. There were a lot of surprises in 1.6. There was the mastery room. There were the books. There was the bookseller. There were new items added into the game. There were new events added. There were so many things. Trinkets, all of those things, new recipes, new everything. So I have no idea what else is going to be coming in 1.7. But we're going to find out here with ConcernedApe. Hi, Hope. Hi, Stars. Welcome in. Hi, AC. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hi, I know you guys are always here for some Stardew Valley content. We are actually, you should be seeing this today, I believe, the day that this is coming out, the birthday of Stardew Valley. Tomorrow over on twitch.tv/galpowcow, we are going to be doing a 10-hour stream in honor of the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. And hopefully I'll be able to complete the community center in 10 hours is my goal. My last time of completing the community center, like as a speed run, was just under 12 hours, I believe, or just over 12 hours. So my new goal is 10 hours. I think if I minimize the yapping and I lock in and I focus up and I take some notes and strategize my plan, I think we could lock it in and lock it down. Yo, hey Eric, is the video now? Yes, well, 3 minutes to be exact. I'm gonna get it pulled up. Premieres in 2 minutes. We gotta get ready. I'm not ready. Oh my God, the chat is going crazy. Okay, I have no idea where to put my camera. Oh my God. I'm so excited, but why am I nervous? Why am I nervous? Oh yes, Zoo just dropped the link in chat. We'll link to it on this YouTube video for anyone who wants to watch it. Afterwards, if you want to see what was going on, I'm going to try to get it pulled up, without the chat. Can I make this full screen? I can't yet. And hopefully the sound will be loud enough. You guys will have to let me know, right? Because right when it starts, we're going to have no time when it starts. Okay, let me get it pulled up. Are you guys nervous? I'm kind of nervous. Make sure that nothing is crazy in my thing here. Okay. I'm so excited. Do I have to be nice here as well? Yes. What? Those are the chat rules, Ben. Are we excited? Are we nervous? Should I stop the music? I don't know how to act. 60 seconds! I don't know how to act. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yay! Okay. Zoo, can you go full screen? I can't yet, Zoo, I can't. I can't, Mom. Mom! Okay, Can one of the mods change the title? Moving in shortly. Okay. Already done? Thanks, Mom. Okay. Oh my God. Thanks, Zoo. Guys, why am I nervous? I'm so excited. Me, should I refresh? No, because then what if I'm late? Surely there'll be a countdown. Surely there'll be a countdown. I have a snack. I'm so happy for you guys. Okay, you guys, who do we think are going to be the new marriage candidates? No, it's not 2 p.m. yet. Let me look at the actual clock, the analog clock. Oh my God, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sir! Should I refresh? Should I refresh? What's going on? Can you guys hear it? Louder? Oh, we have so much time. Louder, please. Well, this is just the music. This is just the intro. This is just the intro. Let's do a little jig. Okay. Ah! Okay, I will sue. This envelope is on my desk.
Hey guys, I'm ConcernedApe, creator of Stardew Valley. Today is the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. So to commemorate this special milestone, I put together this video which shows off some old builds of the game, has some of my commentary about the development timeline, and highlights the various updates over the years and how Stardew Valley has changed over time.
Is that better?
So I hope you find it interesting, and here we go.
Okay. Well, now it's really loud. What the hell? What's this?
Sprout Valley, 2012. So this was the original name of Stardew Valley. It was called Sprout Valley, which is an awful name.
Oh my god.
That's why I eventually changed it. But this was probably about 6 months into development. I had a functioning game, but it was very rudimentary.
I'm gonna cry.
I would say much more similar to the Super Nintendo Harvest Moon game than Stardew Valley is.
I'm crying.
Of course, I grew up playing Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo, and so I was heavily inspired by it. And, you know, my first target, you might say, for this game was to essentially emulate Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo. That was my starting point, and then I wanted to expand a bit from there. As you can see, the pixel art basically looks like crap, but there are some things at the bus there that essentially
Are
made
the
it
same, yeah.
into Stardew Valley. The basic design was there, even 6 months into development, and you know, Stardew Valley took 4.5 years to release 1.0. So we can watch this for a little bit. You'll notice how
I love ConcernedApe.
Similar to Pelican Town.
He's just a boy.
Some things are basically unchanged.
No ads!
Are quite odd. Pierre's got his daily wallpaper and flooring on display.
Oh my god.
These portraits are kind of hideous. Sometimes I wonder, you know, if I had just released this game after 6 months, where would I be right now?
Oh.
Somehow I don't think that the game would have taken off. So.
Oh, there's Clint's. That wasn't where.
But, you know, this was like
as a baby game dev, I love this so much.
Training process for me. It was my education on being a game developer. I do think there's something special about the naive perspective of a beginner. It's untarnished, it's fresh, it's primal, and you can't really recapture that once you have experience. There's the original Gunther. Green hair in the sprite, brown hair in the portrait. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, the sewer.
The speed is insane. I'm sure you guys would love that in Stardew Valley. I'll have to get you on Way of the Wind Part 100.
Oh, Linus!
All right, let's let's show you the old mines real quick. The
I
mines are one of
love
the areas of Stardew that
this.
have gone through a lot of changes,
Wow.
probably the most changes of any, at least gameplay element.
Wow. Yeah, this is so
However,
cool.
some concepts have.
This is like, I don't know if anyone has ever seen this, have they?
Slimes have always been there. Ladders down have always been there in one way or another.
Wow. A man!
I guess I hadn't discovered the concept of knockback yet.
He's gonna die! Oh no! Oh no!
The death sound has always been there.
Oh, the death sound is the
Alright,
same.
well, I think that's enough for Sprout Valley.
Aw.
So let's go ahead and jump to the next earliest build that I have.
Eric, that's his name. Eric, is that you?
So here we have a build from 2013.
Wow.
I've probably been working on Stardew for maybe a little over a year at this point. And it's radically different from that previous build that I showed you. We're actually starting to see some things that look like Stardew Valley here. And I think at this point I was calling it Stardew Valley. However, things are kind of odd. The way the farmer looks is weird. The way he's running around is kind of weird. The colors are now more saturated, which is true to form, but yet that exact shade of Stardew Valley yellow dirt hasn't quite been established yet. But yeah, this version
Get
of
rid of the yellow dirt. Yellow dirt be gone.
Like a sandbox idea. In this iteration, this was like the weirdest time for the game. I feel like it's like the Stardew Valley hit puberty here. But
don't throw out your
you would, like,
sap.
actually buy animals and buildings from your in-game menu rather than go to
Whoa.
Robin. And there was that
Marnie.
farm map you just saw. Like that was pretty cool, actually. That farm map.
Quality detector. What the hell? Whoa.
But yeah, it was a little bit more of a simulation concept, I guess, than an RPG.
Whoa.
Yeah, so back then I had item of the day and crop of the week, but
Oh my god!
because there's this fundamental problem where
Look at the
you
sprite!
can store things in chests in Stardew Valley. So this creates this incentive to just never ship anything until the crop is crop of the week or the item is item of the day.
Josh!
I just don't think that's very fun.
No!
You don't ever want to incentivize things that aren't fun. That's Game Dev 101. Alright, you can see here it's starting to look like Pierre's.
Wow!
Look like that old familiar
Who
shop.
is Josh?
But anyway, maybe let's jump ahead a little bit and check out what the mines are looking like in 2013.
Whoa!
So this was the era of the procedurally generated
What the
mines.
helly?
My idea was I wanted the mines to be like Terraria, but
Terraria, yeah.
you know, top down instead of side scrolling.
Alex is such a Josh.
You had these big procedurally generated levels,
Wow.
and you mined into the walls and uncovered ores and secrets within the walls,
Wow.
which I think was a cool idea, but for some reason I was just never able to really make it compelling, and it was very bug prone, which it just ended up being too complicated. I think it was maybe just beyond my ability. I don't know. Or maybe another way to think about it was just that it was too ambitious of a concept for the scope of this game. This should have been an entire game on its own.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you've played Core Keeper, that's
Yeah.
pretty much what Core Keeper is, which is a cool game, by the way. But yeah, when I saw Core Keeper, I was like, hey, someone finally did it.
Aww.
So, cool idea, but I had to make the hard decision to scrap all of it. And I spent a long time working on it.
I love
But
ConcernedApe.
I made the decision to scrap all
What
of
a
it.
guy.
And, Let's see, there's a bug right there.
No, he's just a boy.
Do a simpler approach, which is the mines that are in Stardew Valley today, where it's not procedurally generated. There's some randomness, but the levels are all...
Oh no, is there an ad? We
designed
couldn't
by
stop
hand.
it. I stopped it as long as I could.
Here we have Goblin Village. An underground
Whoa!
Goblin Village. All this content completely scrapped from the game.
ConcernedApe, you might be cooking here.
And I mean, I don't regret it. Just because something sounds cool, just because the idea is cool,
Fair.
doesn't mean that it's going to be fun or it's going to be the right idea.
I would have fun if you made anything.
Oh, and by the way, underground goblin villages are not canon, all right? Anything you see here from previous builds is not
Whoa.
considered to be canonical Stardew Valley.
Got it, sir.
All right, let's move on to yet another more recent version. So this one's from sometime in 2014. This was the title screen at that time. I mean, it's kind of glitching out, but
Wow.
it had these weird buttons on the side. And then when you loaded the game, there was this loading screen, which was kind of reminiscent of like The Sims. But I mean, it doesn't look too much different than the last build, but you start to see some more Stardew Valley.
Red
things come into
Wiggler!
place,
What the
like
hell?
The
Bread ball!
what we call the daytime money box in the upper right is there.
Yeah, potentially.
Willie's shop is basically looking like it always does. We now have the community center in the game.
Wow!
And it looks essentially exactly the same as it does now. Not sure why there's this ugly yellow color. This ugly yellow filter over the entire screen. You'll notice Clint was a little less doughy back then.
Little less doughy is crazy.
And Joe Jamart was not yet in town.
Oh.
Cat Mouse wasn't a thing yet.
Wow.
And the inside of the farmhouse was
Wow.
very static. I don't even think you could move any of the furniture.
Oh.
Which allowed me to have the pixel art look kind of nice with some shading and stuff, but I mean, I think it's important that you can decorate your house. People love that.
Don't make me cry. Please don't make me cry. Waiting. Oh, I love this
So
little
this is
game.
from August 2015, which is only about a half year from launch. But still, there are a ton of things that are like not finished yet. So this shows just how much Stardew Valley kind of came together at the last moment. The farmhouse
Wow.
still has this weird protuberance. Protuberance is that a word? This weird
I love
thing,
him!
this nose sticking out right next to the door. I don't know what I was thinking there. But obviously I got rid of that at some point. The mailbox is still on the left, so that must have changed that. You know, it's like I did a ton of work in the last like 6 months.
He did this all by
I
himself.
think I was just at the point where I knew it was so close.
Just trying to get to Venezuela. There's a wall there.
Finish line was so close, and that's what gave me the drive and the motivation to make all these little changes in the last 6 months to prepare the game for release. I think one of the most notable things was just that the farmer still had this weird, goofy look. This is not what the farmer looks like in Stardew Valley.
I
so
literally don't think they
that was
look
like
weird.
A last-minute change.
It just looks like Pierre.
Which I'm really glad about because I don't really like the way this looks. Looks kind of stiff. Kind of
Wow.
like a Pinocchio or something.
Wow.
There's the old classic Stardew Valley mine. So that's pretty much the last convenient footage that I have from before launch. I do want to give a shout out to my 2 beta testers,
Aw.
Bexy and Siri, who helped me find a ton of bugs in the game. Here's a screenshot from Bexy's farm. This is one of the first ever
Wow.
Stardew Valley farms.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm honored to see this. I'm gonna cry, bro.
So here we are, February 26th, 2016. The culmination of 4.5 years of work, the launch of Stardew Valley. A lot was riding on this because if it flopped, I would have been 4.5 years behind my peers with no money, no job experience. Would have been pretty depressing. I stayed up all night the night before because I found a bug and I had to fix it because the game was set to launch the next morning. So that was highly stressful. On the first day of launch, Stardew sold just under 40,000 copies, which was already beyond my wildest dreams. After that first day, I knew that this was going to be a big deal.
I have the chills.
I could be a game developer.
Am I being dramatic? I don't think I am.
Of course, I didn't really have time to think about that too much because there were immediately bugs being found in the game. And I spent the next... I think I released a patch every single day for the next 4 days after launch. Pretty big patches, too. But see, back then, the game was a lot simpler. There wasn't different languages. There wasn't multiplayer. It was just me working on it. So I could crank out it was only on Steam. I didn't have to make a console build. I didn't have to make a mobile build. So I could crank out updates at an extremely fast pace. I spent the rest of that spring fixing every bug that people found and trying to add meaningful improvements to the game with each patch. I was releasing patches pretty rapidly. Some notable examples were Grandpa's Shrine and his evaluation. When the game first came out, Grandpa was extremely harsh, and he was almost a little bit rude. You know, if you didn't do a good job, he would say, "Man, I should have bequeathed the farm to my other grandkid." And there was no way to reevaluate. If you didn't get, the 4 spirit candles the first time, forget about it. So I softened that, and I also added in the way that you can, have them come back and reevaluate. Here's another example. On March 20th, I added unique dialogues for all the spouses. So
wow.
I don't remember this, but apparently before then, every single spouse had identical dialogue, and people still complain about this.
This is me just like sitting here in awe.
There's been a ton of work on the spouses over the years.
This
and
is
it just
amazing.
goes to show that, even though Stardew Valley was launched, in my mind, it was not its ultimate form. That's why I kept making updates. That's why I, essentially, as soon as these bug fix patches were out of the way, I immediately started working on the 1.1 update, which is the first major content update.
Wow.
So briefly go over the updates. If you want to see everything that's been added to Stardew Valley, I recommend going to the version history page on the Stardew Valley wiki. But
the wiki,
yeah, the 1.1
my
update
queen.
added 4 new farm types, and
wow.
kind of established the tradition of every update adding new farm types to the game. And notably, it added Shane and Emily as marriage candidates, which you, the community, voted on.
Whoa!
A poll that I put on Twitter. 1.2 just added new languages to the game. It wasn't really a content update. I hadn't yet established the tradition of 1.x updates always being major content updates.
True Minx.
So then we had the 1.3 update, which most
Kiwi, I always been
added
known.
multiplayer to the game, fulfilling the promise I had made to the players before Stardew Valley even came out. 1.3 also added the winter night market.
Wow.
And a few other things. One thing about 1.3 is the multiplayer was actually developed, not by me. It was put in by a guy named Tom Coxon, who went on to create a game called Cassette Beasts. You should check it out. Thanks, Tom. But yeah, it started this new era.
We must protect
where
ConcernedApe
I
at all
was
costs.
open to getting
oh my
help
god.
on the actual development of Stardew Valley, which allowed for bigger, more ambitious updates.
You guys couldn't see this
then
child
there was
this
the
entire
1.4
time.
update, which added the movie theater, fish ponds, 14 art events to all the many
What the?
other great things to the game. Then we had the 1.5 update.
What was that?
Which added a huge endgame location, Ginger Island. The Quee quests and this idea of perfection.
Quee! I never want to hear it again. I never want to hear you guys say I'm wrong again. Quee!
Your weapons and tools.
Yeah, the cakewalk. I've never seen that before. Oh, I have.
The 1.6 update.
I just never participated. Wait, have I? Maybe. I don't know.
Kind of a return to the valley after 1.5's Ginger Island. 1.6 added some new systems, some in-game content. It kind of filled in some gaps that I feel like were present in the game.
Oh, that would be
and
why.
It added some old ideas that I've had for a long time, like Green Rain. So those were all the major updates to Stardew Valley in a nutshell. Of course, there were some intermediary updates in between all of those major ones, which sometimes added some important things to the game. But those were the major updates. Now, what's next? Well, as I've already announced, there is a 1.7 update in the works, but I don't want to reveal too much about what's in the update yet. Although I did announce that there would be 2 new marriage candidates, and I'm going to reveal those soon. I know you guys are probably bored out of your minds by this.
We're not!
You're just waiting for me to get to the unveiling of the marriage candidates, right? But I just have one more thing to say. I have in my hands an envelope with the names of the 2 new marriage candidates that will be added in 1.7. But before I open that up and reveal the names to you, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting Stardew Valley over the past 10 years, for all the mods, the fan art, all the letters, and the comments you've made to me telling me how much Stardew Valley has meant to you. That's meant a lot to me too. And it's really given me a lot of purpose in life. So I'm grateful to you for making this a reality for me. Thank you so much. I also just want to thank everyone else who's been part of the Stardew Valley journey, from the other developers who have helped me out over the years, to the merchandise companies who have created all these cool Stardew Valley items, the people who have run the Stardew Valley concerts, Cole for helping me make the Stardew Valley board game, and so many other cool things that have come about over the past 10 years. So thank you so much to everyone. Now, let's get down to business. All right, here it is. 1.7 marriage candidates.
I'm nervous. I think I saw it. There's no way. No!
Clint and Sandy. It's their turn. It's their time.
There's no way.
All right.
There's no way.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Oh my. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting Clint. We got Sandy. We got my girl Sandy. But Clint? Yeah, I think hopefully Clint will have a good character arc. Wow. Thanks, ConcernedApe. I was really hoping we were going to get more and we didn't. I should never ask for more. Well, guys, we're simply going to marry Sandy first. Is that it? I think that's it. I think that's it, you guys. There were a couple of hints. Guys, I saw it say Clint right when he started, when he held.
Announced to the game, but
let's go back a bit.
Now, what's next? Well, as I've already announced, there is a 1.7 update in the works, but I don't want to reveal too much.
Let me investigate this thing. Nothing looks different here. These are just crystal shoes and a genie shoe. No, those are already in the game. Yeah, why are they doing this? This is a YouTube video. If one of the mods can link it in chat. Dude, you could see it when he said this, when he pulled it out. Uh, um, wow, you guys. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited about Sandy. I'm really excited about Sandy. Hold on, I have to turn the music down. Okay, so my initial thoughts. First of all, I loved seeing that from like how Stardew Valley started. I think that was a beautiful way to commemorate the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. I really thought we were going to get a little bit more info on the 1.7 update. I didn't think we would get a date. I didn't think we would get a date. However, I thought maybe we would see a little bit more about the kids or maybe a little bit more about something coming to the game, like how like trinkets were kind of talked about, how there would be new festivals, but nothing for that just yet. Again, there might be ConcernedApe usually does tweet about Stardew Valley. I don't have Twitter, so we'll have to wait and see if someone sees anything on Twitter. He usually posts about Stardew Valley on the anniversary day. So we'll see if we get anything additional beyond this video. But thank you to ConcernedApe. I don't think you'll ever see this, but if you do, me and my community are so thankful for you and for Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley has given me such a beautiful community here on Twitch and on YouTube. And I'm just so thankful for a little game that has given me somewhat, I don't want to say it's like given me a full purpose in life, but I really feel like me creating content and finding this community and building this community is because of Stardew Valley. So ConcernedApe, if you ever hear this, we love you. We can't wait for the 1.7 update. We can't wait for Haunted Chocolatier. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to watch the whole video and see it, you know, without my camera and everything, it will be linked down in the description. Tomorrow we will be trying to do a 10-hour community center speedrun, so that'll be a lot of fun. But I'm excited, Kiwi. I'm excited for Sandy because he was like, this is something everyone's been wanting. No one has been wanting Clint. No one has said that. I don't know who told him that. But we are going to have to romance him. We are going to have to see what his character arc is like. Hopefully he gets over Emily and stops overcharging us for coal. Maybe if we marry him, we won't have to pay the prices at the blacksmith. Think about it, ConcernedApe. He better stop being a nice guy. Maybe everyone's been wanting a better Clint and this is his character reworked a little. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Well, we'll have to see. Hopefully we get some more details. But if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for checking out the update with us. I'm really excited for what's to come for Stardew. Until then, I will see you guys in the next one.